Yo, it's your boy Ariel HD. What's up, fam? It's your boy. I'm going to make a quick little video. I have a mission. That I need to accomplish. It's 8:56 p.m. This is my mission. Heroic Muscle Forge Creatine. That's my mission today. So basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking some product photos of that tub there at home with maybe 2 lights. We'll see. I have to set it up first, but I'm just going to take you along for the ride. This brand, if you guys have been following my channel, is Juan's brand. I did a free photo shoot for him about a week or so ago, and while I was there, he asked me to take some product photos for this new product that they have, the creatine, and then also a pre-workout that they have, so that they can be ready for Black Friday. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do now. I've had a extremely long week of photo shoots, and we're just adding another one to it, which is this, and then tomorrow I have another one with Juan, and it's gonna be like a gym lifestyle type of thing. So I'm just gonna set the camera up. I'm gonna let you guys see me set this up. I don't exactly know what I'm doing because I haven't done this before, but I have an idea. The only difference here is I don't have as much lighting, and I don't have the white backdrop that I use in the studio at work. So I'm gonna create that, okay? All right, so I was gonna move that whole setup to this corner, but it's real tight, and honestly I thought about it and I was like, I can literally just put the table right there. So basically I have these ready to go. I fold them up, and then if I need to, I'll steam them. For this shoot, I'll most likely have to steam them. That way they're like nice and smooth, and I don't have to do too much Photoshop work afterwards, but let's just see how it works. Honestly, I was gonna use this table because it's already white, and then this one's gray. So there's the white one, there's the gray one. That way I don't have to use the fabric on the actual table, but there's too many things on it, so I decided just to use the entire fabric. Let's just see how it looks, I guess. I'm gonna clean the table down, and then I'm gonna most likely gonna have to iron it or steam it because there's a lot of folds and stuff. That's the plan. Here's my big light. In case you're wondering what it is, it's a Godox SL100 bi. So it's a bi-color. So basically what that means is I can change the temperature of it to make it extremely cool or extremely warm. It's very useful when you're doing like different types of shoots because you can see what it looks like in camera instead of like waiting till after you're like in the editing process and realize you could have did something different. But it's nice to like try to just nail whatever shot you're gonna get in camera without having to rely on the editing too much. All right, let's roll this down and see how much of a headache it's gonna cost me. All right, so working at Alphalete, I learned a thing or two about steaming, okay? There was a point where all I was doing was pretty much steaming, and I kind of was trying to learn the secrets to it because it's such a long and tedious process that you want it to be over like quickly. So I was trying to figure out how to make it more efficient. And here are my simple tips on how to steam things. If there's a better way, let me know in the comments, but this is the way that I found works best for me. You get your steamer, and what I do is I let it run. I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of spit out some water here. And you don't want that on your clothes because then your clothes are wet and not just steamed. So I let it get out of its system. I'm gonna fog up the lens, ready? I know you can't see me. Anyway, I put the surface on a piece of the fabric, clothes, whatever it is that I know I'm not gonna need. So for instance, I know I'm not gonna use this part. So I'm just gonna get the excess liquid. I don't know if you can see, it's like a little wet there, probably not. But now there's a lot of condensation on the front face of this. So I try to get that off. Then we get steaming. So a lot of people, including myself, started always just doing it real slow. And I would like turn the steamer sideways and do all this fancy stuff, but turning the steamer sideways actually spits out more water, which is not what you want. Also, depends on the fabric that you're using, but I found that if you're quick with the steaming, it'll actually produce a better result. You don't want to do it slow. So here, let's see if I can show you some example. So you see this line here? I'm gonna try to make it disappear. So watch and learn. There you go. You want to try to like extend the fabric. And stretch out the fabric so that it can the process can be a little bit easier. You see how that line is pretty much gone? Now I do not work. You cannot hire me for steaming services. I refuse. But if I need to for my own things, then I will. All right, this is what it looks like right now. So imagine that you are a product and what you look like. So obviously there's no light here right now, but basically that's what it'll look like. Maybe I'll have it like further out, but that's basically what it's gonna look like there. So I'm gonna set up the lights. I'm gonna make sure, I'm gonna do a couple test photos, see if I need to steam some more, because I just did a quick job. I know I can, if I stretch out this fabric a little bit, I think it'll look a lot better. I just need some weights to put it down. Actually, I have just the thing. I'll probably have to turn off these overhead lights just to get a good like solid image, and so that the light temperature is all the same. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. All right, I got my weights on. Got them on the sides here so that basically it'll just spread the sheet and like kind of eliminate some of those folds and creases. So I'm gonna try to plug in the light and see how that looks now. All right, so the reason why it's good to do these things on a white backdrop is because you can use the back part of it to like bounce the light back into the subject or object, and it'll just be like more evenly lit. But I do think I'm gonna need a second light. Thankfully I have a second light, it's just not as good. But here's what it looks like now on camera. So imagine that, maybe like a little darker. And then get rid of some of these creases. Imagine that on a website. Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Also, I got a haircut, which you guys saw last vlog. All right, so I'm in the process of shooting right now, and I got a test image, and here's the image. I'm gonna put it on screen right here. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, so that's what that looks like. I'm not even in focus. That's what that looks like. And while I was looking at the photo, I was like, something doesn't look right. So I lowered the angle, looks a lot better. Then I went to the website and I realized, because I was trying to get some basically I was trying to get some, I was trying to make it look the same as the other products on the website, right? That's usually what you do. You try to kind of mimic what it looks like so that there's some sort of cohesiveness. And I went onto the website, and all the products on the website look different. They're really warped because they use a really wide camera, or it kind of looks like a 3D render on some of them. And then one tub is very elongated, but that's not what it looks like in real life. So I'm going to attempt to make these look even better. So what I did is I went onto the website of Ghost Energy, actually Ghost Lifestyle, to find some inspiration, which you should be doing. Do not have any shame in that. Use the better brands, okay? No shots here, but use the better brands that are doing better and doing well and doing stuff on a bigger scale as inspiration. So I went to the website. And I saw this baby. And I realized that it's floating here, and the tub, it does look like a 3D render, not gonna lie. It does kind of, so zoomed in. It does kind of look like a 3D render, and that's totally okay. If I'm wrong, it's crazy because the image looks like so stunning and beautiful. I know that there are people that are very good at their jobs that can make things look that well. So I could be wrong, but take it as a compliment. If you, for whatever reason, are watching this, you killed it. So I'm gonna attempt to make it float also. It just adds a little bit more life to the image, I guess, to the product. It just looks a little bit cooler, just that much cooler, literally that much. That's how much it's gonna be off the ground. But it just adds just that little bit of extra personality, let's call it. So that's what I'm gonna do, and here's how I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I have this thing. It's a USB hub thingy, okay? I'm gonna put you on the tripod. That way you can see what it looks like. So that's what kind of it looks like right now, zoomed in. And then afterwards, it's gonna look like this. And then I'm just gonna scooch it back here. And basically, that's what it's gonna look like. And then I'm just gonna require like a little bit of editing, but yep, that's it right there. Okay, let me know if that's a step up. I know it looks weird because the thing's under it, but I'm basically just gonna Photoshop that out. And then one thing that you definitely want to do when you're shooting this kind of stuff and you're doing it often and you need things to look the same all the time is take a photo of your setup. You would take a photo of this, or you can even set up markers if like you want to kind of remember the spots of the tripods and the product. Just a good way to get the images to look the same, because I have one of those tubs now, but now that I kind of made this call for the brand, more than likely I'm gonna need to be shooting the rest of the products this way. That way they all kind of look the same on the website and on the Instagram and socials and all that. It's just gonna look a lot cleaner if they're all matching. Also, it's a good tip for you guys that are trying to get into the business. When you make a risky move like that, you can still shoot the regular image like they asked, try something new, send it to them. If they like it, cool, even better, looks better on your part. But let's say they wanted to just go with all the products now this way, that's more money in your pocket. If you're trying to get into this line of work, that's more money in your pocket because now you have other products to shoot. So then you can charge to shoot those products as well. That doesn't just apply to photography, videography. That can apply to many other things. Depending on what you're doing in life, that's a free tip for you. You're welcome. Go ahead and donate. Link in the description. Hopefully you guys like. You can just donate by liking, to be honest. That's it. And subscribing and commenting and sharing. Yeah. All right, I just got my photos done. I think they look good. I think I need to go and edit them to find out if they're really that good, but here's what you do. Okay, well, first of all, okay, look, when you do these product photos, make sure you wipe down the front of it, maybe like a little bit of the side and the top so there's no fingerprints on that. And make sure you clean it, okay? I just thought about that right now, so I'm like teaching as I go. And then I took my photos. I'm gonna leave my setup exactly how it is. I even marked. Here's another little tip for you. Turn on your flashlight. See this pole right here? I marked the bottom of it with a little piece of tape. Same thing with the tripod. Same thing with this light. Marked it just in case. I leave everything exactly how it is. And then I marked it in case I need to, like, in case something moves or someone bumps into it, or etc., etc. I'm gonna go check out what the images look like. And then we'll decide if it's worth pursuing the idea or not with the other items. Also, I realized that I don't have my lenses here with me. I left them at the office, and ideally I would like to have a more compressed look for these photos. That way they're not just kind of like distorted a little bit. It's probably not going to be that noticeable for people that don't really care about that stuff, but if it looks cool enough, I guess you don't need to, but that's what I'm going to figure out right now. Also, I need to post this vlog today because I'm behind. So if you watch it when I post it, that's what I did today. And if you watch it on Monday when I post it the day after, then that's what I did yesterday. All right, fam, it's 1:30 in the morning. I am so tired. I ended up going to get food. I got a salad so that I can have some fuel for this editing. I did end up getting the photo done. I don't 100% like it. I think I'm gonna reshoot it tomorrow, if possible. because there's like some technical flaws that I want to change just to enhance the image that much more, but it's still pretty cool like results. So I'll put it here on screen. I'll put both of them. So there's a couple technical flaws like the rounding of the edges. Like I want it to be cleaner. It's kind of hard to get a nice mask of the tub because the edges aren't very apparent. So I need to find a way to make them more apparent, whether adding like negative fill or like adding another light. And also color consistency. I want the colors to be consistent, especially the background. I'm not sure if I wanna just like completely just mask the tub out and then replace the entire backdrop just to make it like super clean, but I don't know. I guess I'm gonna experiment tomorrow. I'm gonna have a shoot with Juan and I'll just show him and ask him what he thinks, and then I can just proceed that way. But I'm here finishing the vlog, and then I'm gonna put my clothes away that's in the dryer right now, go to sleep, go to work, go shoot, edit, all that good stuff. So if you made it to the end of the video, you are officially a legend. And all right, you crazy kids, I'm out.